Nigeria there for you. They actually fought hard at the African Senior Athletics Championship that took place in Douala, Cameroon. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. Adeni Jishafe. We take you around the world of sport by giving you all those details that actually happened over there in Cameroon. For our team, they fought hard, like I said earlier, for the fact that they were able to come third in this championship this time around, for the fact that due to the likes of Tobi Amusan not being able to run for the final, for the fact that she was ill during the 100-meter hurdles, and the fact that we couldn't get the 100 meters, 200 meters gold. Actually affected our team from being able to come forth in that competition there. Well, we came third. Let's look at that story. African Senior Athletics Championship. Nigeria places third with 15 medals at the competition. They fought hard. They did well by being able to at least get 15 medals at this championship. But we're hoping that Nigeria will actually scoop it the way they did it in Ghana, but it didn't happen. Well, they came behind South Africa and Kenya, who eventually scooped the African Senior Athletics Championship. Right now, we quickly look at all the gold medals, the silver and the bronze medal that what they won. Let's start with the gold medal. Nigerian teams that actually did well there. For men's shot put, Chukwuebuka Enekwechi was gold. Ashley Anumba, Esebrume, 4x100 and 4x400 meter relay women. Women really making us proud in this competition, and also in other competitions they always compete so high for Nigeria. Let's look at the silver medalists at the competition. Looking at the medal team for Nigeria now. Well, we have in hammer Shade Olatoye, mixed relay 4x400 meters, men's javelin Chinechirem Prosper Namdi, women's discus Obiageri Amechi, Temitope Additional, and men's relay 4x100 meters. We came second, actually got silver there. Those are the silver medalists for Nigeria. Now we look at the bronze medalists where they were able to make it up to 15 in all. Women's discus Chioma Oyekwere, men's long jump Goodness Iradia, men's 400 meters Samuel Ogazi, and women's 400 meter Esther Elo Joseph there. They were able to at least they fought hard and they got those medals for Nigeria, totaling 15 in all for Team Nigeria. But right now we have Isaac Afolabi, who will be joining us from Akure to talk about all the sporting stories that we have for you on the show. Good to have you, Isaac.
Thank you so much, Adini. Go to Talk Sport, and thank you for having me this morning.
Okay, before you join us, we're actually highlighting the African Senior Athletics Championship that took place in Douala, Cameroon. It ended yesterday, and we saw our team on the podium there, the 4x100 meter relay, and we just run through the medalists, gold, silver, and bronze. In all, we came third behind Kenya, South Africa, and we were able to scoop at least 15 medals in this particular championship.
Yes, let me start by saying that it's not a bad outing for Nigeria. Remember that the likes of Tobiloba Amusan were unable to compete due to ill health. So had she competed, probably would have been able to top South Africa. Some may say that bronze third position is now a birthright for Nigeria. In 2018 in Asaba, we finished third. In Ghana, we finished third. And now in Douala, Cameroon, we also finished third. But the good thing is that the Athletics Federation of Nigeria President, Tony Bokokoa, has been able to congratulate these ladies, congratulate all of them for what they have been able to do and for what they have been able to achieve. And one may say that it's not really, some may be not really be happy with the fact that Nigeria ladies the 4x4 may not be able to qualify for the Olympics proper, despite losing final, despite winning the gold medal. But they still have a chance. All hope is not lost. They still have to June 30 to ensure that they do all that they can to meet up with the expectation and qualify. But sincerely, I must say that the Nigerian team at the Senior African Tournament in Cameroon that just ended yesterday have not really done bad at all. They've been able to do well. And let's also use this medium to congratulate the ladies, because out of the gold medals that we have been able to get, I think the ladies did so well by getting us the major or more gold medal in this tournament.
Well, we need to celebrate our ladies there for the fact that they've been able to win us. In fact, not this tournament alone. We saw what they did at the African Games in Ghana and also at the Olympics. They've been edging ahead of the men. Really, we have to appreciate what Team Nigeria women are doing, representing us well. 400 by 100 meter relay, they won gold there. They also won 4 by 400 meter relay. Well, so painful that they could not get the Olympics. That's actually taking us to the next story. Nigerians 4 by 400 meter women miss Olympics by 1.23 seconds. It was a tough one, even though they won gold, but they could not get to win, qualify for the Olympics. Isaac, is a very painful one because we're looking at this. This is one of our strengths when it comes to athletics. 4 by 400 meter relay, we won gold. Yes, the way we did in Ghana, but we could not get the pick for the Olympics.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to international competitions such as the Olympics, the Commonwealth, and all African Games, Nigeria always, take their pride and kind of have expectation when it comes to the longer race relay. And the ladies, the women, have always been doing us proud when it comes to this kind of competition. So it's a painful one that despite winning the gold, Nigerian ladies may not be able to participate in the Olympics or that. But the hope is not lost. Like I said earlier, we'll still have till June 30 for them to do well and see if they can possibly qualify for the Olympics. But I would really, really love to see them in the Olympics. You can remember what this lady did. This lady from Ondo State, Omolara Ogumakinju, what she did in Ghana, and we would love to see her replicate such scenes, so such a very fantastic skill in the Olympics. So it's a painful one that they couldn't meet up with the points, but hope is not lost. We can still see the ladies at the Olympics. I personally would love to see them at the Olympics because really they deserve to be there.
Well, our team, they fought hard, but they could not get it there done in Douala. Talking about our ladies 4 by 400 meter relay, who actually won the championship there, but they couldn't get the record, and hopefully maybe they can still make it before 30th of June from the way it is right now. We are still highlighting the performance of Team Nigeria at the CAA, Confederation of African Athletics Champions, that took place in Douala. And right now, we're looking at our 4 by 400 meter. Earlier on, we talked about Team Nigeria, the medalists, and also for the fact that we try our best to get some medals better than Mauritius 2022. And now, let's talk about Team Nigeria. According to the AFN Technical Director, Samuel Onike, who says Paris 2024, Nigeria ready. Team Nigeria, they're actually ready for Paris. They want to make sure they do well. And according to him, from what they've seen so far, they are ready to compete. And not just to compete, they also want to be on the podium for different races and also in track and field events. Isaac, this is a big one because we know that the Olympics is a bigger global competition where different nations are coming with their best. Would you agree that Team Nigeria, actually, they are ready?
I would not want to say that we are ready because, the Nigerian factor sometimes is a funny one. But I want to say that our athletes are always ready for any competition. Prepare them, bring them together. They are always deliver. But the most of the job lies in the hands of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, most of the federations in Nigeria, and the Ministry of Sport. Early preparation sometimes is so good for the athletes. You must ensure that everything logistic and every arrangement is top notch for them because these athletes are always eager. No any athletes in the world will want to miss the Olympics. They will always want to participate in the Olympics. And so Nigerian athletes, for me, I want to believe that they are ready. Sometimes when I watch videos of our athletes just to monitor their performances outside the show, I've noticed that a lot of them are training very, very hard on a daily basis. A very good example is Odunayo Adekore, training hard outside the country, ensuring that, yes, she's well prepared for the Olympics. So I am saying that Nigerian athletes, both in the wrestling and the boxing, of course, athletics and swimming and the rest of them, they are ready. But the whole job lies in the hand of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, Nigeria Olympic Committee, and Nigerian Ministry of Sport to ensure that, yes, they play their own part well to ensure that they give those athletes the best so that for them to bring out their best at the Olympics.
Talking about giving their best, where would you actually itemize? Is it about funding? Is it about welfare? Is it about kits? I remember last time we spoke about you mentioning one of our athletes watching this training kits by himself. In fact, it was just one, and we don't know what happened at the last Commonwealth Games, or they're about to happen again. We want to at least itemize those areas that you think the Nigerian factor must not come in.
Yeah, you see, the remuneration of our athletes must be well stated. You know, the athletes, they have representative. I mean, the Nigerian Athletics Federation should sit with them, discuss with them, let them know this is what we are giving to you. The hotel accommodation, this is where you guys will be camping. This is what we will be giving to you. This is the logistics for you. You know, the training kits, you know, the match venue, you know, those are we assist the athletes, you know, those are some of the things that should be put in place. You know, if you take a look at the Europeans, before the Olympics, you know, they all, I mean, everything is set for them. You know, they don't have the challenge of where they're going to stay. They don't have the challenge of logistics. They don't have the challenge of accommodation and, of course, their kits. That is what we should be looking at the moment. You know, when it comes to athletics or sports generally in Africa, Nigeria is regarded as one of the best. You know, just like the one that I just concluded yesterday in Cameroon, Nigeria finished third behind Kenya and South Africa. So that shows that in this kind of tournament that is a dated tournament that we all know that is coming up, you know, every plan, you know, should be made available, should be ready, you know, for these athletes.
Okay, hopefully that AFN, NOC, all the bodies actually in charge to make sure our team perform well at the Olympics, will put everything in order for us to do well there. Thank you so much, Isaac Afolabi. But right now, we'll still continue talking on concerning athletics. One of Nigerian medal hopeful at the CAA, his name is Okeze. Okeze actually did well. He won gold at the that's African Games in Ghana in 400 meters. So all hope was actually on him that he will also scoop gold. But this time around, in fact, he could not get closer to even third position. He came fifth thereabout. But now he's talking, saying, I will correct my mistakes in Paris. African Games gold medalist, that's the story we're looking at there. That's Okeze. Okeze has been doing so when it comes to 400 meters race. And right now, he couldn't get that gold. A lot of opportunities that Nigeria could have been able to scoop, but it didn't work out as expected. But for him right now, correcting his mistake is what he wants to do, so that by the time he gets to the Olympics, he said he's actually discovered the place he actually got it wrong, and he wants to get better by the time he moves to Paris. So Afolabi, Okeze seems to be paying kind of, and he's really making this one out, that he will correct every mistake he made at the championship.
Yeah, every athlete have opportunity to correct their mistakes, you know. Every athlete have the opportunity to go back to the drawing board, just like we always say, to check where they have been able to make some errors. Sometimes probably is starting, or maybe faulty, you know, is finishing, and of course look at some other things technically that he knows that will definitely be of good to him. You know, I read it when he said that he's going to correct his mistakes at the Olympics. You know, this is a very, very big opportunity for him. It's a global stage, and one good thing for him is that you know, he was born in the US, you know, by Nigerian parents and Nigerian and Jamaican parents. So that means that let me just use that word now, the gene of excellence, of sportsmanship, you know, is in him, and he has been able to train in a very nice environment where sport is appreciated. So I think he should go back. He still has some days, you know, we still have some months, some weeks, I mean, to prepare for the Olympics. So he should take advantage of the few weeks remaining for the Olympics, you know, to correct all that need to be corrected and prepare himself very well, because it will be of good for him should he make it at the Olympics, and of course a pride for his country, Nigeria, as well.
Well, hopefully that Okeze will do us proud there. Michael Okeze, 400 meter, a quarter miler of excellence, and right now trying to see how he can correct the mistake he made at the CAA before he gets to the Olympics, where the best of the best will be competing. He really needs to put it up to make sure he actually perform well there. Well, still talking athletics, Team Nigeria, when it comes to athletics, is one of our sports where we have a lot of strength, and we can't take anything away from our team, especially the women who have been making us so proud at the competition anywhere they found themselves. Now, we mentioned about, let's talk about Tobi Amusan. At this particular competition, all hope was on her that she would be able to scoop 100 meters, although she fell ill and she could not race in the 100 meters, which she made up of in the 4x100 meter relay, where they won gold. It would have been 2 gold for Nigeria, because a lot of people, in fact, other nations were looking at this lady would scoop this again, but she couldn't run. Isaac Afolabi, at least to some extent, for the fact that Tobi could not run, also draws back a bit.
Yes, like I said earlier, I think other African countries will have been saying that just hand over the gold medal to Nigeria when it comes to Tobi Amusan, because she's doing it very well, and we are so proud of her. It's so painful that she was unable to compete, in Douala. But that's life for you. Sometimes challenges, health challenges. She's not immune. She's not supernatural. It can happen to any athlete. Change of weather, traveling from one place to another. She just left to Benin City, Nigeria, for Douala, and probably she's going to travel again for another tournament. So it's not easy on them. And I think Nigeria need to protect some of these athletes, some of these medal hopeful, such as Tobiloba Amusan, Ese Brume. I think they need special treatment, special care. I want to sincerely advocate for that, that these athletes, especially, they are all equal. I'm not segregating. I'm not trying to, select some athletes. They all need preferential treatment. But I mean, more attention should be given to some of these prospects, because, imagine that this, God forbid, happened to us at the Olympics. That would have been so painful. So I think they should give her more attention. She is a prospect. She's not immune like any other person. She can fall ill, but it's painful that Nigeria did not see her running for our beloved country at the senior championship in Douala. But hopefully, we'll see Tobiloba Amusan getting us the gold medal at the Olympics.
Hopefully she will be able to do it. And still talking about Nigerian stars, Ese Brume is also another standout athlete alongside Nekwechi Chukwuebuka, all of them doing so well. And we saw our short put, discus ladies, where Anumba Ashley actually did well, winning gold, Obiagiri, and also Chioma scooping silver and bronze. It was all Nigeria affair in discus. Where in short put, Nekwechi scooped that. And for Ese Brume has really become the queen of Africa when it comes to long jump. And we just have to watch out for her at the Olympics. Hopefully, who knows, maybe the gold is already waiting for us there. Isaac, I want to talk on this briefly concerning Ese Brume being able to carve a niche for herself alongside Chukwuebuka Nekwechi, for the fact that they were able to win it back to back now, 3 times in a row. In fact, 4th, going for Ese Brume.
You see, Nekwechi, let me start with Nekwechi short put. I was at the National Youth Sports Festival in Asaba, Delta State, where I saw him. Particularly, I was so interested. I wanted to see how he was able to do the magic. And I am not surprised. They are disciplined athletes. I watch them time to time, and I sincerely want to commend the discipline and the tenacity of those athletes. And that's what I said earlier, that I think Nigerian Athletics Federation should give them more attention. I mean, sit with them, ask them, what do you need? Meet their needs, meet their demands, if possible. Enter a negotiation, a sincere negotiation with these athletes. Because they are prospects. When it comes to shot put, Ese Brume and long jump, Tobiloba Amusan, when you have those athletes at the Olympics, come on, Nigeria will just go to the Olympics, will not go and come back empty-handed. So I think these athletes have been able to do well for themselves, do well for their country, and I am hopeful, and I sincerely believe that if the necessary care is given to them, these athletes will travel to Paris and get us good medals.
Well, at least all the medals are good. Well, we've been talking athletics with Isaac Afolabi. Join us from Akure there. Well, really, Nigeria fought hard. at the Confederation of African Athletics Champions that took place in Douala. We came third, being able to scoop about 15 medals there for the gold medalist, silver medal, and also the bronze medalist. Even for those who did not win, we believe in you all and always having hope that you continue to do well. For AFN, well, this a clarion call coming from the likes of Isaac Afolabi that they should make sure the welfare of these athletes are paramount. They should make sure they push them forward first, at least give them orientation and all the support that they need for them to do well. And also the Minister of Sport Development, who has been supportive, being around these athletes, who also say, well, he will be with them as they go to the Olympics, actually fulfill his word by staying with the athletes over there in Cameroon. And we continue to talk about our team because the Olympics is just by the corner. By July, Team Nigeria should be in France, where they'll be competing different sporting activities in track and field events, especially athletics. Well, in field events, we know that Nekochi is there in shot put, discus, and every other sport that our Team Nigeria actually found themselves. Up Team Nigeria there. Well, right now, we digress a bit from athletics. Let's talk about someone who actually done the business of playing football or soccer, some call it. But right now, at least he has called it quit as an ex-international. We'll be looking at Osaze Odenwege. If you remember him, a striker of high repute then with Lille, with Super Eagles and difference for West Bromwich Albion. But right now, he has decided to move on to play golf, the elite sport. Odenwege completes PGA course, turns professional golfer. That news actually blew out yesterday, and it has been going all around. Well, this is at least an eye-opener for other sportsmen and women out there, that they can still do other sport. We've seen Peter Cech leaving goalkeeping department and moving to play ice hockey, and now Odenwege is into golf. So who says you can't still do another sport? You can move to Scrabble, chess, and all those mental sports if you don't have the physical ability or strength to carry on with others. So for the elite sport, Odenwege is here to be a golfer. Hopefully, we'll see him wearing the green jacket. Isaac, want to agree with me there?
Yeah, when the news filtered in yesterday, I actually followed Osaze Odenwege on some social handle, and I am impressed with what he has been able to do, leaving football. The former West Brom Albion striker has been able to, help himself, mentally. Sometimes you find him on the social media playing, guitar, singing and doing every other thing. And this is so nice, seeing him playing golf now, and not just playing golf for fun, professionally. I mean, that is an encouragement. That's the better way to encourage other, athletes, be it a footballer, a boxer, a swimmer, a basketballer, that you must be able to think ahead, because you cannot continue to play football for long. You can't play football forever. So what are you going to fall back on? I'm so impressed with him. That reminds me, one athlete in Ondo State who resides in Canada, a few weeks ago, I stumbled on her, graduating from a university college and trying to engage herself in another sport. I was so impressed, saying that, yes, this is a way to go. You must be able to think outside the box. One day you will leave that sport. What will you be doing? So I'm particularly congratulating Osaze Odenwege for that beautiful one, and we hope to see him, just like you said, wearing the green jacket someday, and inspiring others to also divert into other sports.
Well, diverting to other sports now. Well, a big one for Nigerian athletes, so that there won't be any complaint after retiring from the active sporting movement they have right now. So they need to take a cue from Osaze Odenwege, who has switched to golf, the elite sport, joining the millionaires there at least. Who knows? Like I said, the green jacket is there. Maybe we'll continue to do well and get to closer to become our own Tiger Woods. Never say never in sport. Well, we've been talking concerning Osaze Odenwege for the Nigerian youth there who are into sport. You can go, if you can no longer do the physical sport, the mental sport is there. Even though this one is still more physical, we have Scrabble, we have chess, Ayo. All these sports are there for you to also switch to if you have to show keen interest. Well, talking about Osaze Odenwege, that will take us back to football. And this time around, it has to do with the Nigerian Premier Football League, where the organizers are saying, well, the league will be back to life by August 31. MPFL 2024-2025 season to kick off on August 31st, 2024. But Isaac Afolabi, I want to take what someone said, that he hopes that they will not postpone it 5 times before August 31 starts.
You see, I want to believe that Mr. Benga Elegbeleye, a man that we all know that he has experience when it comes to managing sports, will stand by his word. Although he will not be the one doing it alone, he has a lot of people to also work with. They have section to work with. So I would want to believe that they want to meet up with these dates, as well as for Nigerian Premier Football League to also align itself with other other leagues in the world. That's the challenge for us. And should we meet up with these dates, I think it will be a plus for us. But based on the experiences, based on the challenges, based on the headaches that a lot of football fans have been facing, one will say that yes, you may want to side them by saying that we are optimistic that probably the date will not come. Like they said, because previously we've encountered series of change of dates, when it comes to the Nigerian Premier Football League opener. But this time around, I think they should be able to stand by their words. But let me add this to it, my brother. I sincerely wish that the board of Nigerian Premier Football League would sit down, call for reports from the technical department, from the Nigerian referee associations, from the security, from the players' union. Gather these facts, sit, deliberate on them, look at the challenges that we face in the just concluded season, and look at how to, if not curb 100%, reduce some of those challenges. I know the embarrassing encounter at the cathedral. One cannot forget the kind of unbiased officiating that we face. When it comes to the Nigerian Premier Football League, these are some of the challenges that we faced last season. So we should be able to gather some of these reports and look at them critically, so as for us not to encounter same next season.
Well, talking about MPFL starting August 31st, rather. Well, according to organizers, that will be coming to life, and all the teams are battle ready there. Well, we have new teams joining them. The likes of Ikorodu United, Beyond Limit will be playing. We actually have to go on a short break now to let you have a feel of MPFL clips. By the time we return, the show will continue. have you back on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. We've been taking you along the journey of sports in the moment. But right now, we talk about that particular team you saw there, Abia Warriors. Against all this season, they've been able to get to the final of the President Federation's Cup. And they'll be facing El Kanemi Warriors over there in Lagos at Mobolaji Johnson Arena. And that match will be coming up by weekend on Saturday precisely. Well, Isaac Afolabi, that Abia Warriors, like I said, against all odds, no one saw that coming. Alongside El Kanemi Warriors, so this time around we're having an NNL team facing MPFL, though they have also been able to make it down to the MPFL now. But they'll be playing the final of the President Federation's Cup, the oldest trophy in Nigerian football. And that's a big one because the two Warriors will be locking horns at Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Where are you standing on Saturday?
Clash of two Warriors, and that's the beauty of the Federation Cup. You know, sometimes you see two teams from unexpected teams. Even in the European tournament, you see some unexpected teams, you know, defeating the well-prepared on the top teams in the top elites, you know, to play in the final. And this time around, we are going to see a different ball game. You know, the Nigerian Premier Football League is not as difficult as the Nigerian NLL, the Nigerian National League. So we are going to see a clash of two warriors at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. So I am particularly happy because to me, I think football is developing. Give it to George Aluo and his team. You know, they've been able to do well in the National League. You know, bringing some kind of standard, you know, to the team, bringing some kind of sanity, some kind of discipline to the team. You know, gone are the days where a lot of people see the Nigerian National League as a team where you can just play anyhow, anywhere, and you know, without rules and regulation. And this time, I mean, there's kind of a modesty in that league, which is good for us. You know, the quality of teams that qualified to the Nigerian Premier Football League, you know, really shows us that yes, they competed very well and they merited the ticket to play at the Nigerian Professional Football League. So we are hoping and we are believing that the final will live up to the billing.
Well, hopefully, let the best team win there, even though Isaac stylishly dodged you stylishly dodged the team you're supporting for the finals. Well, for the women too, Nigeria Test will be fighting hard against Rivers Angels, a big match coming up there. And that match will be coming up before the men's own at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. It was certainly slated earlier for MK Abiola Stadium, but now it will be coming up in Lagos. For those football teams, all of them are already in Lagos ahead of this competition that will be coming up on Saturday. And it's a big one because with the winner between Abia Warriors and El Kanemi will qualify for the CAF Confederation to join Eyimba for the last slot that Nigeria will be having in the CAF Interclub competition there. Well, taking you through in the world of MPFL President Federation's Cup. And now we cross over and talk about a Nigerian, well, right now we can call her a Nigerian, a goalkeeper with Brighton right now saying she would prefer to keep for Nigeria or be a Nigerian goalkeeper. Her name is Comfort Erabo. Comfort Erabo, Brighton goalkeeper, opts for Nigeria over the Netherlands. She was born in Netherlands, but she prefers to at least be our goalkeeper. From the way it is, at least we've seen how good the young lady is, and she's really edging towards being able to play for Nigeria at the senior level. And if everything goes well, we'll be seeing another competitive hands in the kitty of Nigerian goalkeeping department representing us there. Isaac.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to hear such cheering news that Nigerians playing in Europe are interested in playing for Nigeria. I mean, that is nice. You should be patriotic when it comes to playing for your nation. And if you are doing well for your club, you can also do well for your country. So no doubt about that. It's a welcome development. But where I'm having challenge is that
Okay, while we're waiting for Isaac to come back quickly, we just continue with the show as we talk about this young lady who right now applies her trade with Brighton, and she wants to play for Nigeria as a goalkeeper. She's doing well. She prefers to be the goalkeeper with the Nigerian team, and if everything goes well, at least we'll be seeing Comfort Erabo coming back to life to be our goalkeeper there. Well, she has actually done well with all the clubs she has played for, and now she will be with the Nigerian team, hopefully with the Super Falcons, where that's where she set her eyes, not just the under 17 or under 20. She wants to be with the senior team, and that will be a good one because you have a competitive hand to actually compete with. Good to have you back, Isaac. Right now, continue with what you were saying concerning Erabo. Okay, Isaac Afolabi, good to have you back on the show. You were talking about Comfort Erabo and Nigerians who actually those are born abroad and coming to play for Nigeria. Those foreigners who are now Nigerians.
Yes, I said it's always a good thing that Nigerians living abroad of Nigerian descent are interested in playing for their motherland or their fatherland, as the case may be. So it's a beautiful one. You know, that shows that they are patriotic and they are interested in the development of Nigeria, which is a nice one. You know, but where I will have challenge is for Nigerians here, we must also learn to develop and open up opportunity for competition. You know, when the Europeans return back to play for their country, yes, we should not 100% put our expectation, our hope on the foreign countries to help us to develop our players, our athletes. We should also ensure that we have an enabling environment, a good sports facility that can also train our players here. And whenever they are in camp, the coaches, should give them a playing ground, a sincere playing ground for them to train, for them to compete. I mean, whoever donned the jersey of Nigeria should do that based on merit. They should compete. And that's what I'm advocating for. It's a good thing that they're returning to play for Nigeria. I love it. I'm so happy about it. But they should also give them an opportunity to compete with the ones that are here in Nigeria, not an automatic shirt for some of these athletes. One of the issues raised by some of our football coach, our national football coaches, is that some of the players invited from Europe just stroll into the team, and whenever they show up, there's this kind of like a lackadaisical attitude because some of them are assured of getting a jersey, of a playing time, over those that are here training here. So there should not be discrimination. If you are coming from Europe, yes, you are welcome to the team. You can play. Ruben Agbola, the rest of them, they played for Nigeria with passion. And they were not born here. But there should be an avenue for this player to compete for that shirt.
Okay, well, we're actually hoping for that avenue for those players to continue to compete for that those shirts. Coming from Isaac Afolabi. Now, we talk about the UEFA Euro 2024. Well, it was a shocking moment yesterday for Georgia. They have so many long names in their squad. Well, for the fact that they were able to defeat Portugal, not just by a goal, but 2 goals. That was a shocking one against the star-studded team of Portugal. Well, Georgia shows Portugal to reach first knockout in this Euro competition. Were you surprised, Isaac?
I was surprised with the result of the game. Yes, a lot of people will say that football is 11 to 11. But when you look at the statistics, you look at the rating, Georgia is the least rated team at the ongoing 2024 Euro tournament. And for them to defeat former champions, I think it's something that amazes a lot of people. Georgian team, this is a team that made a good use of their possession, brilliant on the pitch, played to instruction, and the flexible, so athletics on the pitch. I was mesmerized by the performances of the Georgian yesterday. I mean, they were disciplined, they were athletic, they were ready, they were passionate, they were ready, they were defending. I mean, the defense line was so perfect. The goalkeeper, every department in the Georgian team yesterday did so well. They did so well for themselves. They made history for themselves. They announced themselves. What a better way to announce yourself at the international stage. Even the Portuguese were surprised with the kind of way that the Georgians played yesterday. And this time around, they have been pitched with the Spanish national team. So it's going to be a very, very difficult one for the Spaniard to underrate this Georgian. I mean, these Georgians are in this tournament to make a statement.
Okay, we're talking concerning the Euro UEFA. That's the championship taking place in Germany. It was a shocking moment where Georgia defeated Portugal. Still talking about other results in the championship. Belgium was actually the fourth, how they play goalless. Czech Republic against Turkey. All the other results will be displayed there. Well, for this championship, you just look at the likes of Belgium, even though they've been able to cross over, but they've not been at their best, Afolabi.
Yes, the Belgium now, the Belgian national team have not really been their best so far in this tournament. They were defeated by Slovakia by 1-0. A lot of people were surprised by that result, and in their second result game, they did not do well again. And against Ukraine, one will think that the team that comprises the likes of Lukaku and De Bruyne will be able to get a victory over Ukraine and qualified very, very well for the next round. But they have an opportunity also correct their mistakes, to do the necessary things, because we have not really seen the best of this team, of the Belgian national team. So for me, I think is a slim one for them, is a narrow escape for them to qualify for the round of 16. So let's hope that they will do well this time in the round of 16. They will be playing against France, so it's a big test for them, playing against a very strong side again that has almost one of the if not favorites to win this tournament after Germany. So I think it's a big task for Belgium against France. But for me, I have not really been impressed with what the Belgium team have been able to do at this Euro 2024.
Well, Turkey defeated the Czech Republic 2-1, while Slovakia against Romania ended 1-0 in the Euro that we have been giving you updates concerning there. Well, right now, let's just touch on that round of 16 that you mentioned. France-Belgium will be a match that a lot of people want to see because it's a very big match that will be coming up. And for the round of 16, Portugal, yes, they were able to make it. Switzerland, Spain, all of them are battle ready for the Euro 2024. And you look at the one you mentioned earlier, well, for France and Belgium, that match will be a match that will actually call a lot of attention, right?
Yes, the match between France and Belgium will call for a lot of attention because they have a lot of similarities. The Belgian national team is a team that plays a little of physical football. They have a lot of black players in their squad. And again, if you look at the French national team as well, so both teams, you may say that they have that similarity, the energetic side of it. So we are going to see a very different kind of football, a football that has to do with skill and energy. That's what we should be expecting in the match between France and Belgium. But who says that the Belgium may want to, shake up all the disappointments in the group stage and come out to show what they are made of in the round of 16. But the French national team also would not let that slide. You remember that Kylian Mbappe is back to the team and is a big inspiration for that team. So I think that match will be a very, very fantastic and match with a lot of technicality.
Okay, there. Well, we've been giving you an update concerning the Euro 2024. Well, right now, before I let you go, Afolabi, as a sport journalist, you also try to see how you can give back to society. What's happening concerning Blazing Sport?
Thank you so much, Adeni, for the opportunity. You see, Blazing Sport is an initiative of my humble self, just to ensure that we do not only talk sports, but we also look at the little challenges. The government cannot do it alone. So the opportunity that is available to us, let's use it to fix and to meet that need that schools have been having. And our target is, of course, the students, and out of school children. Meet them, provide some facility for them and encourage them to mix education and sports. When you are going to school, ensure that education and sports is mixed together for a vibrant child. So that's what we are doing. And this time around, we'll look at it. Okay, let's encourage the secondary school by giving them socks. Let's give them jersey. Let's give them ball. And I think in collaboration with community sports, we are ensuring that, yes, we do our little part to encourage sports at the grassroots.
Well, a big one there coming from Isaac Afolabi. We want to appreciate your time with us on the show 360 Sport. Thank you so much.
Adeni, it's always my pleasure talking to you on sport, and my regards to everyone in the studio. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, good to have you there. Well, before we go, just three transfer gossip there. BVB, that's Borussia Dortmund, will pay release clause of 17.5 to Stuttgart for Sekou Guirassy. That's the player they really want to get right now. And from the way it is, he wants to make sure he joins them. Onuachu, Nigerian striker, Onuachu wants Turkey stay with Trabzonspor. He has been with them on loan from Southampton, and if everything goes well, he would rather play with that Trabzonspor team. And the last one says Everton. Everton closing in on Wilfred Ndidi of Leicester City. They want Ndidi to be with them, and if everything goes well too, Ndidi will be switching from Leicester to Everton. Well, that's it on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV, where we take you around the world of sport in 360 degree there. I'm Adeni Aji Shafe. Thanks for watching.